This is Daily Gains. Welcome back.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dave. It's time to get it in. Let's get going. James 2:11. For he who has said, do not commit adultery, also said, do not murder. If you do not commit adultery, but do murder, you have become a transgressor of the law.
Who's he talking about here? And where did this person say that?
That's part of why I said, because I don't, I'm sure there was a logical reason for that as far as somehow linking the two. Like I get when, Jesus makes it clear if you're lusting after someone that you're sinning. Mm-hmm. This one says, do not commit adultery. Also, do not murder. And if you do commit adultery, but do murder, not do not, you have become a transgressor of the law. If you do not commit adultery, but do murder, you have become a transgressor of the law. So,
what do you think James was thinking as he was sitting on the Sermon on the Mount, listening to Jesus say this the first time? Because clearly he's repeating it here, but I get the impression, just me thinking out off of the top of my head here, I get the impression that as James was sitting there listening to Jesus say this, he was probably being like, so Jesus is pretty much a fundy. Okay. Now, let's see you walk that out, Bubba. I bet James chafed at this the first time he heard it.
So I am challenged again by the whole murder in your heart. We're not beholden to the law because of the work of Christ, but we are still to live it out because it is good for us. It is not something that was given out of hate or fear. It was given out of love as well as grace. And so there is a recognition that you can still sin. Like, I'm sure you sinner, me sinner, since we've already probably confessed at least a half a dozen times already in the day, know this. And yet, I think when I look at Jesus going into the temple and seeing how the people had turned a house that was meant for prayer into a house of exchange, really do offend God. And I do believe adultery and murder are some of those things. At least for me, this verse is just challenging me to be mindful that I don't want to hurt my Savior. I don't want to hurt his spirit that he's given me. And I don't want to hurt my Father at all as well. And so that's my challenge.
It's good. That's good. Anything else?
No. That's it.
Then we'll leave it there. We will see you guys pretty soon. Thanks for coming along.